Ro.16, Trap, SpeCial, Party, Solar, 2021 GSL Season 2, Code S. Africa TV, Freak Up Studio, live. 2021 GSL Season 2.
GSL returns now with the elimination match. SpeCial versus Solar coming up. A TVZ for us. I think one that, again, is also hard to call.
Yeah.
All these matches look like they maybe should, or at least could be pretty even.
Yeah.
I think SpeCial...
Although Parting is kind of throwing a wrench into that.
Well, what's funny is, like, we knew that Parting could get out first, but I would have put that as one of the more unlikely outcomes out of all the possible results we could have and how this pans out. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I think he's going to be a great addition in the round of 8. Now we have two players fighting to survive in Group D, because SpeCial and Solar, one of these two guys is going to get eliminated.
Yeah. SpeCial was not sounding super confident about whether or not he would play Solar, like if he could beat him or not. But the thing is, he is a very good TVZ player, so.
Yeah, he's very strong.
I don't want to count him out.
Solar too, though. We're going to go to Blackburn for map 1 and find out who survives to go on to the final match in Group D. Let's go.
Storm Gaming, SpeCial. KaiZ Gaming, Solar.
Okay. Our TVZ's on now. SpeCial, you know, he looked very strong in his match against Trap, but Trap just looked like he's not going to lose to Terrence.
Yeah.
You know, in the first game,
he certainly looked like that.
And with Solar, I feel like I have no idea really where he's at, because Parting came out of left field.
Well, Solar hasn't actually played any StarCraft today yet.
Yeah.
Maybe he played practice games before he came in, but so far in the studio, we just started him in the loser bracket, and here he is.
Yeah, we basically said, you want to play some StarCraft? And he's like, hell yeah, I do. And then we pushed him into a cage with a bear, and he's, you know, now he's going to get to probably play a normal game.
Solar, okay, so your first match is going to start soon. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. He's like, what? No, just listen to me, Solar. Close your eyes. He just closes his eyes. Say, okay, now think about playing a game of StarCraft as EVP. He's like, okay, I'm thinking about it. Now think about the worst things that could ever happen to you and how angry you would be about that. He's like, okay, I don't like thinking about this, but I am. I'm like, okay, you can open your eyes. What maps do you want to veto against SpeCial? That's basically where we're at right now.
Yeah, this is going to be probably a much more textbook TVZ here. SpeCial is very good at this matchup. Solar, you know, he's got a couple different ways he's liked to play this. I've always liked Solar sort of march to his own beat.
Look where the factory is. That
just
factory is,
below the...
it's a little bit hidden, right?
It's pushed away a little bit, but I don't know if that's...
It means something, because normally you would build it next to the reactor so that you could quickly get reactored Hellions out. That's like almost every single TVZ, but it's further away. I don't know. Is it just... I think it's going to make its own add-on right away. Maybe he's just going to throw down Starport, make a couple mines to go with Marines?
Maybe he's got some kind of special little rush he wants to do here. I'm not entirely sure. He is continuing to make Marines now that the factory's done, and yeah, he is going to get another reactor, this time on the factory. The Starport coming along, though. Is this something special, or is it just a micro deviation from what is in fact going to be a pretty normal game?
Well, just having no Hellions whatsoever is, you know, it's not that we never see it, it's just not really all that common. So I'm pretty unsure as to what's going to be going on here. You might be trying to make Solar think that he's going like a very bio-heavy thing, one of these weird 3-racks openers that you occasionally see. It's been a little bit trendy lately to make a bunch of Marines like power up heavily on Marines, move out to force more units, then kind of meet up with medevacs. That's not what we're seeing here. Look at this, 2 medevacs. Okay, he's making a mine. Yeah, I guess he's going to have a funny amount of Marines for this, right? Like he's going to have about... Yeah, I think what he's going to have is maybe 14 Marines and a mine in 2 medevacs going across the map, which is a very weird timing for that, right?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering, is this going to be a new normal, or what do we got? Like, the medevacs are going to come out now. I think they're actually waiting for just one more set of Marines. No, they're just going to go for it.
I think he left 2 Marines at home, maybe, something like that.
So the Lings are going to counter in here. Now, this is enough Lings that SpeCial won't have the easiest time holding it. It looks like they do get chased away. Where's that? Okay, there it is. Medevac dropship coming out. He's going to land this over here, and he has to turn around.
Yeah.
Now, the Baneling's nest is almost finished. So Banelings, you know, they make extremely fast. So I think this idea was pretty cool, but it doesn't seem like timing-wise this has thrown Solar off at all.
No, not so much. There is an armory on the way, as well as some reactor-to Hellions. Possibly we'll see Hellbats join up.
Yeah, maybe it's like a Hellbat push, but in a different order. Looks like the Widowmine barely gonna get away. He needs to pick it up in the medevac. No, he doesn't.
Queen anti-air range is pretty
crazy.
Yeah,
could end up losing that. These Lings are gonna come in here. Looks like it should be a fairly easy hold here for SpeCial. Not even really gonna lose that much of anything. A pretty poor counterattack coming in. The 3rd base is being taken, and notice it's not
on location.
Yeah, it's not even hugging the upper right. It's basically being taken in a spot so that Terran has an easier time pushing. And if you're pushing Zerg, you're also defending that base.
I think this is going to be a mech build. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wow, look at that. 2 more factories.
That was like way too late to just be on reactor Marines, right? Like you have to eventually start stim. It's an important upgrade. Okay. 2 medevacs coming across. Trying to utilize this Liberator a little bit more. And here comes that double medevac Marine drop. They're gonna fly way over the Spore here. Pretty good Liberator defense overall, I would say. Yeah, but nice movement as well.
Yeah, SpeCial's been very on top of just shifting the Liberator over. Gonna get 3 kills. Eventually it is picked off. Now, Zerg is growing into the gold base location, north of the 3rd. And that's where I worry for SpeCial. You know, the Zerg is always going to get their 4th base before the Terran, unless you're in a really weird game that the Zerg is probably moments away from losing. But with the gold base up, that's going to be a lot of Lings. Of course, you know, Baneling and Muta as well, but that might be enough that the Zerg could actually smash the 3rd base that the Terran has. Whenever you get that boost in minerals from a gold base, it's going to throw the Terran off.
Just trying to do a little bit of harassment to it, keep him pretty busy with these Marines in the medevacs, but 9 mutas on the way, so that is definitely something that can get ended pretty quickly. Drilling Claws on the way here, moving out. With some of these Hellions, I believe he actually has 2 armories, but he built the 2nd one and then started +1, so he may have forgotten that he made it.
SpeCial needs to be careful. There's like, I think at this point, almost 20 mutas are about to be out when these next 5 hatch here. He cannot be on the map with medevacs or anything else. Oh, this is awkward. Slow Hellions versus slow Banelings.
Bad dream. Right mines? Oh,
that
my
was
God.
sick.
Yeah, that was pretty sick mines right there. All right, tries to get the wall up, but unfortunately his Hellion blocks the path.
Oh,
the Baneling's going to get into the mineral line.
The Banes are going to try to intercept these SCVs.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
11 workers go down. 16 workers go down. Did it have to be like this?
I think that's it.
Ouch, ouch.
Yeah.
Tough game.
Tough game. Maybe SpeCial out on the map a little bit too long there. Not really appreciating that.
He just barely wasn't ready for all of that. And then the Banelings coming in, like he tried to lift his depots, but actually a Hellion was standing on top of the last one, and he couldn't get it up. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. And kind of an interesting opener, though, like a different take on the opening of a mech build.
Yeah, SpeCial is fighting for his tournament life right now. I don't know if he can recover. He's going to have to play a better game, though, than game one. I mean, Solar just ran him over in the last minute of that, just trampling him entirely. Ro.16 is where SpeCial has a chance to redeem himself. If he does not, he's out, and Solar goes on to face off against Trap. Our countdown has started. Our game's ready. Let's go to game 2.
Oh, forward depot.
Oh.
This might be one of those like forward barracks walled-in Reaper builds.
Yeah, we used to have these a little bit more often in the past.
Yeah, there's also like I've seen some BC openers that have like the factory as part of the wall up front. I think it's actually a double BC opener, but I can't quite recall. That's interesting, though, to see that right off the bat. Maybe it's just a CC first, then, if he brings the SCV back. But it's a pool first for Solar.
Oh, okay, so this is one of these funny moments where both players are doing builds outside of the norm.
Yeah.
And this can make for
oh, man.
some, well, especially if it's CC first, I think that this is obviously bad for the Terran.
This might be a disappointing night for Juan.
We might be in a commercial in a couple minutes here, guys. This is
Oh, don't say that.
I am from the future. I'm time traveling. I'm here. Hello. I'm from.
What
Hey,
a waste
it's me,
to use your time
Tasteless.
travel on
It's
this.
me, Future Tasteless. Time Bones. I'm here from 5 minutes ago to tell you that I predict that I foresee that Lings will beat a Command Center first build.
Well, you know what? Maybe you coming here screwed it all up, and now it's going to change, and Juan's going to hold this.
I should have gone back and killed Hitler. Sorry about that, guys. I thought it'd be cooler to come here and just tell you guys that the results of this game, but I didn't really think that through. Sorry, everybody.
All right, the Lings are coming. A Marine is being made.
Yeah, look at our
I think
toast play-by-play this.
I think SpeCial's not going to be super happy when those Lings get there, obviously. But you know what? Like, he's kind of going like a funny direction. Okay, he scouts what it is. He sees CC first. Are you going to finish the wall in time?
There is another depot being made, but it's... Oh. Ooh. Wait a minute.
Tasteless.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, there's a
Yeah,
fact.
get wrecked. Get riggedy wrecked.
Well, he's going to have a second Marine pop out in a second.
Riggedy, giggity. Wreckedy, wiggity. Yep.
All right, Tastemeyer. So that gets held very, very well. He loses a Marine, holds off the 4 Lings. All right.
All right, so, you know that time traveling thing?
I told you that you changed the
It's
future.
actually impossible to time travel.
Can you even get back to your own timeline now?
No. I'm gonna have to wait 5
Well, I
minutes.
have to kill one of you now.
Yeah.
I've wanted this for so long.
To at least kill one of the Tastelesses.
I want to get rid of the one from my timeline. Is that okay, Future Tasteless?
You got to do the time cop thing where you push me into my old self because matter can't occupy the same matter. You know that rule?
Yeah, no, that's a real rule.
That's a
You can't have 2 of the same matter.
touching each other. Are you insane? Of course you can't have that.
The atoms.
Yeah, go to school, you non-scientist.
Little group of speedlings coming over. Now, there is a 3rd CC on the way. The question with this is it going to be a BC opener? Because, like I mentioned before, like I swear I've seen something like this that was BC before.
Well, it's
I don't
looking
know,
like
though.
it certainly could be with the starport about to finish.
It feels like you should go Banshee here, in my opinion.
Yeah?
Right? Nothing else seems like Banshee would kind of shore up a lot of the holes in your defense.
It would give you also a pretty immediate counterattack play here.
Yeah, you could get some harass done with that. I like it. I hope that he goes Banshee. All right, Speed Overlord coming in. Yeah, there's no fusion core, so it does look like it's going to be Banshee. Barracks starting up. This is just such a greedy opener from SpeCial. He definitely has the edge.
We just got to see how he plays in the longer game. You know, the last last minute of that last game was brutal. Like, SpeCial was playing pretty well and then just got trampled by Ling's Banes, and the Mutas flew in to kill off everything else. His army was kind of all over the map. He was a bit disjointed. I don't think he was really appreciating the mounting tech moment that the Zerg was taking, which is, by the way, the most common tech in the matchup, is Ling Muta Bane.
Sure.
You have to change your behavior on the map. Right before the Mutas come out, he didn't do that, so that's something else you want to watch for in the long run here. Now this time around, Terran's already getting a bunch more barracks. We're not going to have that kind of mech shift that I think we were basically in store for in game 1.
Yeah.
So a couple factors are different here.
And it's actually, Romanticized generally considered a good map for mech overall, but skipping it here, and I think that's probably the right play, right? Like, I think you want to get your bio out as big and as quickly as possible in a situation like this when you got away with having, like, he's very advantaged from the build that he opened up with. Now both sides have 1-1 coming. Maybe just a couple seconds quicker here for Solar. He's going for that layer.
The
Lost
third
production already here for Juan.
Yeah, the third CC is going to be landing over here. We're going to watch these upgrades fill up. The production is going to boost up just a little bit here for SpeCial, and then we will probably see SpeCial start to push out. Tempo-wise, you know, I think Terran in a pretty good spot, but Zerg not really far behind by any measure. Certainly it's too early to call, you know, who's going to take this. We haven't had any real action here. We're still waiting for basically the first Terran push to come out.
Yeah, and, well, 1-1 is going to be finishing up along with the combat shields relatively soon here. See if he pushes out that time. The one thing we can definitely say for Solar is because there hasn't been much pressure, his creep spread's looking pretty solid. It's pretty far in front of his 4th.
Yeah, and that matters a lot for when Terran tries to push in. It can be subtle, but just having creep a little bit further out allows Lings to do stuff like this. Get a surround over there where you can't get away. Whoa!
Yeah, those Hellions coming in and roasting some.
So he unloads out here. Still trying to push in, still trying to get these creep tumors pushed back. What? I guess we...
Did he just not
I think he must have, either he didn't send or Banlings killed off SCVs, and I don't know which one it is.
I don't think any died. No, he's at, oh wait, he's at 47 workers?
Yeah, no, he definitely
Oh,
had
it must have then,
Banlings
yeah.
killing that. I guess our observer missed it. That does put a hamper on SpeCial. Granted, most of these units he mustered were when he had a full amount of SCVs, so this push is a real threat, but if this push doesn't do much, SpeCial will be playing from behind. Tank sieging up now, infantry beginning to move in. Baneling's speed is about 90% complete, so long before these tanks can siege up and shell the hatchery, the threat of Ling Baneling is going to be a very harsh reality. He's going to siege up here now, trying to morph some more Banes if he can. A Baneling drop is going to come in here at the natural that we're not going to see. There it is.
Gonna run this time, sending that back out. A lot of Marines very far forward now. Baneling's speed is done. And does defend against that, at least for now. I think it probably will just come back, though. Probably shift-clicked back in. All right, is he going to try to clear it? Just clears like 2 units right there. Get on top of some of this with those Lings. Liberator joining the fray.
Okay, Ling's coming up now. And again, this is an incredible amount of Ling Bane here. The tanks are going to get surrounded. The infantry in the back is unable to cover it. And I mean, this push was just shut down.
Man, and after such a strong opening, losing those SCVs, losing this push.
It's all on the back of that Baneling attack that killed off all those workers. So SpeCial is basically behind in every conceivable metric. And it may get worse before it gets better, as these Lings are going to come in here and continue to surround. Baneling's coming forward here as well. He pulls away, but that will only allow the Lings to come down here into the third.
Still waiting for its chance here to kill more SCVs.
Good catch by your observer. I actually didn't even realize. I thought that was shot down or something. So, you know, he could lose even more SCVs. But,
dude, 2-2 is about to finish for Zerg.
Yeah, and there's so many more Banes coming.
2-2 is going to be massive. Up 2 upgrades with this much Ling Bane. Solar's got more army supply, and it's Ling Bane.
Oh, dude, 1 tank versus all this? I don't think so. So we're going to back up, get a little bit more. He's going to try to drop. SpeCial's pulling away, but things are looking pretty dire.
Yeah, that one tank, man. Edmund Duke himself couldn't stop this onslaught. And here we go. The Ling Bane rolling in right now. A couple Liberators there to zone everything, but it doesn't matter.
Wow.
GG. SpeCial eliminated first from the group, having a very tough night tonight. Whereas Solar finally at least got to play some StarCraft, and we'll go on to that final match.
And we're going to end this tonight with Solar versus Trap, which should be a really exciting matchup. I really want to see how it's handled. Definitely a disappointing day for SpeCial. This was a really rough one. Thinking back even to the Trap games, it was one of those Terran experiences where you don't really get out of your base without losing everything.
Well, it's unfortunate because his opening was so cool. It was so good.
Yeah.
He had that edge. Lost the SCVs at third base, just maybe wasn't on top of it tonight as much as he should have been. But, you know, he'll be back in the next GSL, I have no doubt.
Yeah. That means one player's going to move on, the other one's out. The last match in the round of 16, Trap vs Solar, is next.